Okay, now we're going to look at the solution to the problems that I pointed out in the last video. So we're going to begin by determining degrees, minutes, seconds coordinates from a topographic map. And then we're going to also convert those to decimal degrees. And in the last case, we're going to go look for something at a specific pair of coordinates. So let's get started. The first question says again, the approximate latitude and longitude in degrees, minutes, seconds to the nearest 10 seconds for Crowell's Mill in the southeast quarter of the map are. So I'm asking you, what are the coordinates of Crowell's Mill? So let's look at the map in general. So here's Crowell's Mills right here. And we can see in general that our corner, and this is usually a good place to start, look at our graticule. And remember, this is a 7.5-minute topographic quad. So east to west and north to south, it only covers 7.5 minutes, so not even 1 degree. So in general, we kind of, with the exception of a split quad, we can say that our longitude is going to be 80 degrees and our latitude is going to be 80 because these are at 0 minutes in each case. So if we look at it, first of all, we need to know how to look for our latitude and longitude coordinates. So here's our 80 degrees, 0 minutes. 41 degrees, 0 minutes. 80 degrees west, 41 degrees north. Now, if I read across this, what you'll notice is the next latitude and longitude mark right here on the graticule is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So this location right here is in fact 80 degrees, 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes 30 seconds west. Same can be said all the way up here. Again, 41 degrees and 2 minutes 30 seconds north. So we can see that Crowell's Mill lies somewhere within that range. Now if I look out again, the longitude coordinate is fairly easy for Crowell's Mills. Within 10 seconds, we can say that we're at approximately 80 degrees, 2 minutes, 30 seconds west. That pretty close lines up to where Crowell's Mill is. And within 10 seconds, we're there. Now, along our north parameter, that is our latitude, what we see is that here's 230, here's 0, and what I can see is that we're about halfway between these two. And if I use the grid that we're going to get to next week, that is in UTM coordinates, and I count the number of grid cells, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 230. So if I go out to Crowell's Mills, well, I'm actually up 2 and about a half. So I'm halfway up. And so I can say that half of 2 minutes and 30 seconds is 1 minute and 15 seconds. So that would be our latitude and longitude in degrees, minutes, and seconds. And that's the first part of that. And so we can record it this way. Again, remember, degrees, you have the degree mark. Minutes, we have an apostrophe. Seconds, we have quotation marks. And always remember to record west or north. Now, let's think about converting these. Well, our degrees stay the same. Decimal degrees, the degrees stay the same. So we still have 80 degrees west. But now we're going to look at that minute component, and we say, well, 1 minute is 1/60th of a degree. So we have 2 minutes, so it's 2/60ths. 2 divided by 60, and we're going to get a repeating decimal, 0.0333. And so we'll leave that for the moment. Now we have our seconds. We have 30 seconds. Well, 30 seconds is 30 3,600ths of a degree, because remember, there are 60 seconds in each minute, and there are 60 minutes in each degree. So 60 times 60 gets us our 3,600. So 30 divided by 3,600, and we get 0.00833. Well, now all we have to do is add those two numbers together, and we get 0.041663. Combine that with our degrees, and we get 80.041663. And remember, because it's west, we're going to give it a negative sign, and we're going to maintain that W. Okay, so it is 80 degrees west, or 80.041663 west. Now we're going to do the same thing with our north latitude. We start with 40 degrees, 1 minute, 15 seconds. So again, we're going to look at our 1 minute, and that's 1/60th. So 1/60th is 0.0167. And our 15 seconds is 15 divided, again, by 3,600. Remember, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in a degree, 60 times 60, 3,600. And so 15 seconds is 0.004167. We add those two together, and we get 0.020833 repeating. So again, our total value is 40.020833 degrees north. All right, that's really all there is to it. Now, our next question is, what feature is located at approximately 41 degrees 2 minutes 20 seconds north and negative 80 degrees or 80 degrees 2 minutes 25 seconds west? Okay, now, a couple things we have here. First of all, we're somewhat familiar with the map, and we notice that our west coordinates are almost the same as they were for the previous question. So we know roughly where that area is. And if you remember, we looked up the map to find our next graticule mark, and we found that that was at 41 degrees 2 minutes 30 seconds. So we kind of know where we're looking here, but let's look at the map and see where we get to. All right, I'm going to pull up our map now, and what we will see, and we'll put our map in the area that we need it to be in. And we're going to see that, okay, if we start at our corner again, 80 and 41, and the first thing I'm going to do is move to the west, and we said 80 degrees 2 minutes 20 seconds, so that's slightly inside this mark, or 2 minutes 25 seconds. And then we have to go up, and so let's go up a ways. We know it's past Crowell's Mill. And then I'm going to go over, and I'm going to look at this graticule, and I say, well, here's 2 minutes 30 seconds, 41 2 minutes 30 seconds. So I know I have to be at 220, and so that's going to be down here. And as if I follow that across, I'll see that, in fact, we're looking for Rock Falls Park. So again, we use our graticule to approximate our locations. And again, next week we're going to look at this, and we're going to find that our meter designations, and especially with this wonderful UTM grid in yellow, we're going to easily be able to see how to navigate a map and be more precise in our locations. All right, that's it for these questions. We'll pick this up next.